FormAffinity,
where design takes form.
Hey guys, welcome to another FormAffinity video. In today's video I am kind of doing an overview or preview of the Godot or Godot Game Engine. So this is a new engine to myself, although technically all game engines are new to myself. I've dabbled with a little bit of Unreal and a tiny bit of Unity, but today I just wanted to check out Godot and see what it has to offer in terms of first-person shooter. So back in my gaming days, essentially, I played a lot of the Nova Logic Delta Force games, and I especially liked the team deathmatch style of gameplay, as well as the team King of the Hill. So I've been curious as to what can be achieved with Godot as far as team deathmatch and team King of the Hill capabilities. So I've laid out just a very basic estimation of some of the elements, and of course this is not at all extensive, but some of the elements that would be needed for team King of the Hill style gameplay. So we've got multiplayer, which would require server, spawn points, etc., in-game text, chat, including squad chat, zone area to win or capture, player movement and functionality, so like run, walk, jump, kneel, and lie. The players, of course, must be able to accept damage and respawn. Also, fire and reload animations would be required. And then world building, so just the modeling of the characters themselves, the texturing, rigging, etc. Landscape, 3D models for that. And then sky, desiring an interactive sky, including weather elements. And so, of course, before any of that can really be done, game look development would need to be examined. So what would the world look like? Would it be realistic versus fantastical or sci-fi? How big would the environments be? What would our character concepts be? So like realistic military or stylized fantasy or stylized sci-fi. If you've seen some of my other 3D design concepts, you know that I do a lot of sci-fi stuff, so that's definitely a possibility in my what I'm looking to achieve in a game. So, and then props, vehicles, would they be stationary versus mobile? And what would, obviously having a vehicle that you could drive would be quite a larger amount of workload there. And then of course we've got trees, rocks, buildings, artifacts, and other in-game props. So since this is just an examination of what's possible in Godot, a lot of this stuff hasn't been touched as far as my research goes. But what I have been able to achieve is pretty interesting in Godot because of how quickly I was able to get there. And that comes in part to a couple of YouTube tutorial videos that I went through. One comes from a guy named Garbage, I believe. He's got a lot of great videos on Godot, and the one I followed was this first-person shooter character controller. So that's a really good one. Another guy I was looking at was this Mesh Void. So he's got a video here called Modeling Open World Terrain and Coding LOD System. So LOD stands for, I think it's level of detail. So that's an interesting video there. And so what I was able to get, you can see I'm here in Godot now. I've got several different scenes, and I've got a player. So this is just a very basic mesh, and it's got a collision shape there, and a foot at the bottom, and then the head, of course, which has a camera, so that's going to allow the player to see. And then I have this little world that I built. So it's just a extremely basic little world that I built, and coded all this basically just in not even a full afternoon. So it was very fast. And if I show you the player script, you can see kind of what that looks like. We've got controls for the speed of the character, acceleration, gravity, jump, etc. Here's mouse sensitivity. So let's just dive in and show you what this little game looks like. So I'm going to come over here and just hit this play button, and that's going to play this scene here. If I hit escape and then hit escape again, I can toggle my mouse there. So I am using the AWSD keys for moving around, and then the space bar is my jump key. So you can, as you can see, I'm jumping there, and then I've got collisions set to with the player to interact with these walls, and same with these inner walls. As you can see, I can jump over that one, and I can, you know, collide with these objects. So this is the very beginning of a little first-person shooter, really. It has some of the very basic essentials, and then what's cool is it's easy to edit. If I come into the player scene and go to that script for that character, let's say I wanted to adjust my jump to, like, I don't know, 40. I can save that, and we'll relaunch. Move this into view here. So now when I jump, I get a much larger area covered, a much higher jump. So there, you know, there might be some potential there for like a jetpack or something, if you kind of held the character in the air for a while. So anyways, I'm excited to explore Godot. I know that some of these other assets, like the collision shapes for like area and getting a timer to work, would sort of be essential for a Team King of the Hill game. Also, just the whole multiplayer aspect of it, it's completely new to me. So if you guys who are watching this video have any ideas or sources that I could look into, feel free to leave a comment in the video down below. Love to see what you guys think of this idea and of Godot or Godot in general. And we will see you guys in the next video. Take care.